What's up, guys? Today I'm going to start a new series called Dear Bungie. And in this series, I'm going to talk about things that I want to see happen in the game of Destiny at some time in the future, whether it be through DLC, whether it be through hotfix, and a lot of my ideas, honestly, are going to have to be through some sort of DLC in the future. But the way I'm titling this video, I'm going to put Bungie's Twitter handle. So those of you that have their YouTube account tied to Twitter that leave a like on this, it will go to not only me to where I can retweet it and thank you guys in some way, shape, or form, but it'll also go to Bungie. And anytime you guys like that, retweet it, it will tell Bungie that it happened. And again, being a small channel, I can't bring a ton of attention to an idea, but maybe in the future when I'm doing this series, we can get something changed in the Destiny community, and I'd love to see that. But today, I kind of want to talk about factions. Everyone knows, at least that has played the game enough, knows that you can tie yourself to a faction. You start off with Vanguard, and eventually once you reach level 20, you can choose a faction because you can wear that level 20 class item. I myself personally have hopped around between many of them. I've done a little bit of Dead Orbit, I've done a little bit of Future War Cult, and I've recently settled on New Monarchy. And that's just because I've looked at the gear. That's how everyone decides. They decide based on the gear. They don't look at, oh, what is Future War Cult want? What is their story? What is that? What is this? What's Dead Orbit's story? Why do they believe in what they believe in? What the fuck do they believe in? I have no idea, personally, what Dead Orbit, what Future War Cult, what New Monarchy wants, what they believe in, why they're part of the story. I just know that they have some legendaries and I fucking want them. And that's cool, because me personally, I'm not a story-driven person. A lot of people have complained about the Destiny story, saying it's not fulfilling, that it doesn't have, there's too many open ends. Me personally, I didn't really care. I've never liked the story of video games. Honestly, the only video game I've ever played that I cared enough about the story to know enough about it would be Borderlands. And with that, cool, fucking Handsome Jack or whatever. I'm just kidding. I actually know a lot about that story, but that's besides the point. I'm not a story-driven person, so that didn't affect me. But I've looked at the rewards, and you rank up to rank 1, now you can get an emblem, and you can break up to rank 2, and now you can buy their gear. You can get some gloves, and a chest, and leg armor, and a helmet. And then at rank 3, you can get their weapons. And I've also heard that at rank 3, you get a guaranteed legendary, or at least you get a package from your faction that you've spent so much time getting 6,000 rep for, that you get a legendary from them. And that's cool and all. That's a good reward. Like, you've ranked us up. Here's a legendary from the faction you've dedicated your time to. But after that, what happens? I mean, honestly, me personally, I'm assuming it's going to work like the Cryptarch, and where every single time you level them up, you get a package from them, and you'll probably get a legendary or something out of it. And that's cool, but there needs to be more. At least in my opinion, there needs to be more. I think after rank 3, you get your legendary, your guaranteed legendary, you get your ability to buy everything from them. They need to look somewhere else to give some sort of incentive to choose Dead Orbit, to choose Future War Cult, to choose New Monarchy. And I think the best way Bungie can personally do that is through bounties. Now everyone's going to hear me say that and go, oh, not more bounties, no, please. Because as of right now, bounties are very, very mundane. They're the same ones every week. You probably have seen every bounty, and you've probably done every bounty multiple times. There's not much difference. And I get that. But here's why I think they should do it through bounties. I think there should be a little bit of story behind the bounties, maybe something that you can slowly learn about your faction through these bounties. Maybe they, when they tell you to go to it, when you grab it, it first tells you, make it multiple leveled. Like, you get an exotic bounty, and it says, okay, go to Ikora. For this, I'm specifically talking about the incentive, but it's go to Ikora, and she wants you to go do 5 strikes without dying. She may say something to you, nothing really invigorating, but she has you go do those 5 strikes, and then she has you go on to get 25 kills in the Crucible, and then or 25 kill to death spread in the Crucible, and then she has you go charge it and whatever. I think what should happen at rank 4 in your prospective faction is now you've unlocked one bounty that can appear. It's an extra bounty for your faction. and if you only get reputation from your faction with these faction-based bounties, but they have something that I guess maybe tells a little bit about what the faction wants. Maybe New Monarchy wants you to go and do the Crucible. Maybe New Monarchy really likes the Crucible. That's what they want you to do. Again, I don't know. I'm throwing shit up in the air. Dead Orbit wants you to go and do things with the Awoken. Or Future War Cult wants you to go out and murder things because war. I don't know. I just want it to have that bounty at rank 4. And you have that additional bounty every week. We have our Vanguard bounties, but we don't have Dead Orbit bounties. We don't have Future War Cult bounties. We don't have New Monarchy bounties. And I think at level 4 you should unlock one. Make it difficult. Make it challenging. Make it something worth our time doing. Maybe not an exotic, but maybe a faction-specific legendary that you can't get through just purchasing gear. You do it, it's the first one, it's not go and do the same thing that's boring, go get 5 strikes without dying. Go and do Fogath in the summoning pits. But solo it. Like, make some sort of queuable thing to where you have to solo it. Solo it on level 26. And deal the killing blow to Fogath with a fusion rifle, and you get this thing. And then it says, okay, now that you have this thing, bring it to this person. Make them like exotic bounties, but not as many steps. Maybe make it 2 steps. Maybe you get this thing, and then you take it to the speaker, and he says, or you take it to your faction leader, and he says, you know, he tells you some interesting things about it, and then has you go do something else, and you've completed that bounty, and you get a decent amount of reputation, maybe 500. And then you work up and you get rank 5. Now you have 2 options. You have 2 bounties that you can do. You can go back and do your old bounty for more reputation, and you can now do another bounty, and it's something creative, something different. Go kill this with a LMG, or do farm this much. I need 50 relic iron from you. I need 50 spirit bloom from you. And then you take that spirit bloom and it says, okay, here's this weapon. I've charged your weapon. This is a new weapon. It's charged with spirit bloom. It's whatever, just something interesting like that. And it says, now go do this mission. Go do this on Heroic. Go kill Draxus with this spirit bloom infused sniper. That would be cool. And I think you could do that all the way up until level 9. And you have all 6 bounties at that point. Because every faction, the Vanguard and the Crucible right now, when we have the Queens up there, or when we have Iron Banner up like we do right now, there's 6. So at level 4, you're going to get 1. At level 5, you'll have 2, all the way up to level 10. And then after level 10, we don't get anything. That'll fill us all the way up until level 10, and it would give us content to do. It would give us a reason to do faction-based things. And I think that'd be really cool. Like, maybe that's how we get that full set. Maybe they have a set. Maybe that's another way to get level 30 for the people that don't want to do the raid. That could be another way to get level 30, that you are a New Monarchy level 30. You are a Dead Orbit level 30. And it's very obvious that you're part of that. Maybe each piece, the first one gets you a weapon that's specifically tailored to your faction. The second one at level 5 gets you a piece of gloves. You know, and then at level 6 you get your chest. At level 7 you get your boots. At level 8 you get your helmet. And something like that. And maybe you need something specific to rank that up. Like maybe... And then at level 9, you maybe get... Or we could even do it this way. I'm throwing ideas out right now because I really want to see this game go somewhere. I really love this game. But maybe you get your primary, your special, and your heavy. And then you get, you know, at 4, 5, and 6. And then 7, 8, 9, and 10. From those bounties, you get a helmet, a chest, a pair of gloves, and a pair of leg armor. And now you have this level 30 gear. But make it challenging. Make it difficult to get. Make it time-consuming, because just giving us 6 new bounties, make them interesting, Bungie. Do New Monarchy. Do Dead Orbit this way. Make someone decide on their faction what they want to be. Do I want to be level 30 Dead Orbit? Do I want to be level 30 from the raid? Do I want to be level 30 from Future War Cult? Do I want to be level 30 from New Monarchy? I think doing the bounties this way could really bring some light into bounties, could give endless amounts of content, and I think it'd be really cool. Even if you make these bounties a weekly based thing, that only at the end of the week can you do all 6. The first week you only get 1, and the second week you get 2, so now you have 2 bounties that give you 1,000 rep. And the one after that you get 1,500 rep because you unlock that next level. And I think that's really what Bungie needs to do. So Bungie, if somehow, some way you hear this, and this becomes part of the game, I know this idea came from me, and I'm excited to see something like this happen. Even if it's a DLC, like you call it, I don't know what you would call it. I don't care what you call it. You guys are creative. I gave you guys the idea, Bungie. Take it, run with it, and I'd love to see this in the game. But let me know what you guys think. The guys that are watching this on my YouTube channel, the guys that see this anywhere else in case it gets posted somewhere, Reddit, forums, Twitter. If you watch this video, let me know what you think about having some sort of incentive to rank up past rank 3 in a faction. Something at level 4, like a bounty that tells you to do this, or maybe a mission. I don't know. And make it possible to get rank 30 through something outside of the raid. I understand, Bungie. You want people to do that raid. I've done the raid. I thought it was challenging. It's a good way to get level 30. But maybe I don't want that gear set. Maybe I want one that's tied to Dead Orbit. Think about that, Bungie. But if you like what I did here today, if you like this idea about Dear Bungie, if you like my ideas about factions, if you like this series, you want me to keep doing it, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys think about the idea. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Also, go down in the description, click that link to the stream. Come watch us stream Tuesday through Saturday. I say 11:30 now. I used to say 11, but 11:30 to around 3 or 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I know it's late, but that'll change in the future. But we won't get into that. But until next time, guys, see ya.